Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Tofara Wahida binti Zaidin and my teammate is Ari Rizman and Arif Izzuddin. We will be presenting you the movie entitled Don't Look Up movie in 2021. This movie is seamlessly blends comedy with science movie genre. This film uniquely combines humor with scientific elements and offering comedy exploration that making it entertaining. Without further ado, Ari Rizman will be presenting the entire synopsis of this movie.
The movie follows astronomers Dr. Kate Dibiasky and Dr. Randall Mindy, who discover a comet on a collision course with Earth. Despite presenting the threat to the White House, President Jenny Orlean and her Chief of Staff, Jason, prioritize personal and political interests over the impending disaster. Then, efforts to raise awareness face public apathy, media sensationalism, and corporate exploitation of the comet's resources. A plan to divert the comet is abandoned when its commercial value is revealed, and then the world is divided between those acknowledging the threat and the supporters of the mining scheme and the deniers. Dibiasky faces personal struggles while Mindy becomes a spokesperson for the administration. As the comments become more visible, the public sentiment shifts and a doomed protest campaign unfolds. The elite board a spaceship to escape the Earth since the comet is getting closer and leaving everyone behind. Lastly, the comet strikes, causing global devastation, and there are also a mid-credit scene shows survivor landing on an alien planet or a new planet, so-called New Earth, and a post-credit scene also reveals Jason as the last man on Earth.
Synopsis of the first critical incident is when Kate Dibiasky and Dr. Mindy meet with President Orlean to urgently inform her about a comet on a collision course with Earth. Despite the gravity of their message, the president responds dismissively, prioritizing the political consideration and downplaying the severity of the threat. The scene highlights the satirical critique of political indifference, denial, and societal apathy in the face of looming global catastrophe.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I have to be in Okinawa by 2 o'clock tomorrow.
What?
What? Are you serious?
It's not looking like it's going to happen tonight, and I feel horrible. So we're going to put you up in a hotel somewhere.
Excuse me, does the president know why we're here?
The first critical incident was dependability. The analysis of the incident is the lack of dependability or reliability in the government's response to the impending crisis. The characters include Kate, the professor, and NASA personnel waiting for 7 hours to meet the president, highlights a failure in the system's ability to promptly address critical situations. This will affect the lack of dependability in scheduling. The meeting reflects the film's satirical commentary and the challenges of getting urgent matters prioritized in political settings. The scene highlights the importance of leadership responsiveness. Leaders should be accessible, responsive, and willing to address urgent matters promptly, avoiding unnecessary delays in decision making. My recommendation is clearly communicate expectation for responsiveness within the organization. Leaders should understand the importance of timely decision making and be held accountable for meeting these expectations.
Say we sit tight and assess.
Sit tight and assess.
Let's get some other people on this, some Ivy Leaguers. And you and I will review the NASA plans, okay?
I greatly appreciate that.
Am I to understand correct?
I'm sorry. I think what Miss Dibiasky...
One good thing happened today. Okay, funny story. And a pop?
Next critical incident is professionalism. The president's decision to ignore the imminent comet threat and instead focus on political issues in Don't Look Up movie that can be seen as a commentary on the lack of professionalism and misplaced priorities in certain political settings. It will affect and reflects a failure to address a critical existential issues in favor of diverting attention to more immediate or self-serving concerns. The president behavior as depicted in the film highlights a satirical critique of political leaders who neglect urgent global issues for short-term gains or political maneuver, showcasing a lack of professionalism in handling matters of extreme importance. Importance of clear communication in professional setting is crucial to convey critical information clearly and effectively. Learn from Dr. Mindy's challenge and strive for straightforward. My recommendation is President need to prioritize the safety and well-being of the public first instead of thinking about political votes winning. Consider the implementing precautionary measures, evacuating plans or any necessary actions to protect the citizens.
And then they made us wait for over 7 hours. They never even called us in. I couldn't believe it.
Well, of course they didn't call you in. Kate, have you watched any news today?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
The White House is in full crisis mode.
Get this. I found... Kate, can I get something from you, please?
Sorry.
It's just the protocol. Please, don't worry.
A synopsis of the third critical incident is, in that scene from the Nookup, Kate Dabrowski calls her boyfriend about his busy schedule, while similarly as Professor Mindy called his family about refrains from revealing details about the impending comet disaster, emphasizing the confidential nature of the information. This adds tension and highlights the challenge of dealing with a global crisis while maintaining secrecy. And then the third critical incident is responsibility. There is a scene where Kate Dabrowski's boyfriend and Professor Mindy decided not to disclose the full truth about the comet to their families during a phone call. It will affect they withhold certain details to protect their loved ones from the impending doom or reflecting the emotional. The scene adds another layer to the film's exploration of human behavior and the challenges of communicating as essential traits. My recommendation is share the essential information to your closest one, because when you share the essential information without causing unnecessary panic, strive to strike a balance between conveying the seriousness of the situation and preventing undue distress.
Recognize it was a comet, a big one.
This sounds very, very exciting. Exploding stars, like stars actually explode. So how big is this thing? Could it like destroy someone's house? Is that possible?
Well, Comet Dibiasky, which is what it will officially be named, is
After
somewhere...
her?
After
Yes,
her.
yeah. What an honor, yeah, right, congratulations.
It's somewhere between 6 and 9 kilometers across, so...
It's big.
It would damage the...
Furthermore, in this scene, Dr. Randall and Kate were invited to an interview to talk about the comet that might be a threat to the Earth. Then, in this interview, they became a laughingstock to the host as they find it not serious enough for the comet to be a threat to the whole humanity and might devastate the Earth. The host prioritized entertainment rather than focusing on the serious message from Dr. Randall and Kate about the comet, which affects Kate to be frustrated and flooded with anger by the lack of seriousness shown by the host. Therefore, organizations should advocate seriousness in working, because seriousness is essential when involving in any discussion. And from seriousness, it creates respect, and respect is to be earned. Seriousness should be applied when someone is presenting their opinions or ideas during any kind of discussion.
Success probability has already increased to 81%. Danny, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Critical information.
Really right there.
Looks like it's time to know what the fuck just happened.
The next critical incident is manipulative. Instead of focusing on the coordinated and scientifically validated plan, President Orlean announces a scheme or another plan to commercially exploit the comet's resources as it is rich with multiple elements that can be used in the future. In this scene, President Orleans' administration manipulates the situation and the plans from diverting the comet from colliding with the Earth to prioritizing commercial interests from the comet. Her decision is to exploit the comet elements for its economic value, which is driven by the desire for profit even at the edge of potential global catastrophe. From there, it results the whole mankind to question whether the situation is going to be safe or it's going to be catastrophic. Well, in an organization, we should be truthful, especially in spreading and discussing any significant information that calls for agreements from the majority in order to ensure that no information will be misled.
Our planet, but 30 smaller meteoroids we can handle. Our beads, that stands for BASH, technology developed by Nobel Prize-winning scientist Dr. Gary Tauber.
In the CERN particle accelerator that can splinter the comet into smaller pieces with breathtaking. They found a bunch of gold and diamonds and rare shit on the comet. So they're gonna let it hit the planet to make a bunch of rich people even more disgustingly rich.
Other than, above all, in this scene, self-centered were portrayed by the tech millionaire, which is Peter Isherwell. Researchers who works for the BASH Cellular told Isherwell that the comet is abundant of rare earth materials and elements that can be harvested and manipulated by them to generate new sources of income in the global market. Then Isherwell focuses shift from the existential threat posed by the comet to the economic benefits he could reap from exploiting its resources. Again, he aimed that he want to help America build, conquer, and exploit the global market after what China did to the global economy. In this scene, Peter Isherwell discovered the economic potential of the comet's rare earth elements is a pivotal moment that underscores the corporate interest and the prioritization of profit over existential threats. In results, everyone was shocked and it creates a panic waves among the humanity which caused by the changes in plans of diverting the comet was unsuccessful and recalled. In any organization, it's crucial to balance personal interests with teamwork to foster a positive and productive environment, because selfish behavior kills team. Thus, putting the team's success first ensures smooth collaboration, clear communication, and a supportive culture. This approach not only develops strong leadership skills but also makes the organization adaptable and resilient in the face of any challenges. By valuing teamwork, encouraging innovation, and prioritizing employees' well-being, a balanced approach sets the stage for a successful and harmonious workplace.
Approximately 40 minutes ago, there was a massive explosion detected at the Russians' Baikonur launch complex. So it looks like the mission failed. That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
Based on the video, it's evident that Dr. Teddy delivered disheartening news to Kate and Dr. Randall, revealing that their project had failed. The disappointment within the group stemmed from a collective lack of communication among all members. For analysis of the incident, the central issue leading to the project's failure is identified as a lack of communication. This suggests that team members may not have effectively shared information, updates, or concerns throughout the project's duration. This negative scene illustrates a breakdown in collaboration highlighting the challenge that can arise when colleagues are unable to navigate difference constructively. Such situations can hinder productivity, damage relationships, and create a hostile work environment. My recommendation is we need to offer communication training for team members to enhance their interpersonal and professional communication skills. This could include active listening, effective written communication, and also conflict resolution.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Things are extremely fluid. Dr. Randall, you are now the Chief Science Advisor to the White House.
What?
And as such, we need you to attend an emergency cabinet meeting where you would be fully debriefed.
Well, what about us?
You do not have clearance for this, sweetheart. Don't trip. Got you some crackers, some waters.
You don't need to throw it on the floor.
It's gonna be 3-4 hours tops.
Here, Kate.
The video reveals that Jason opened the door and appointed Dr. Randall as the Chief Science Advisor to the White House. As Dr. Mindy rushed to attend an emergency cabinet meeting, Jason unexpectedly left the others hanging without any instructions, leaving them with a sense of uncertainty and rendering them feeling somewhat useless. Communication and clear guidance are important for a smooth team workflow. Favoritism can negatively impact the work environment by creating resentment and lowering morale among colleagues who feel overlooked. Besides, it can erode trust in leadership and lead to a sense of unfairness within the team. My recommendation is we need to ensure that all employees have equal access to development opportunities, training programs, and projects. Promote a culture where everyone is encouraged to participate and contribute.
But the end result was we had our scientists who went to the prestigious schools of Harvard, Princeton, etc. They confirmed the data. So we would like to offer you a presidential apology.
Really?
And we are fully prepared to mobilize in a historic fashion in order to save this planet.
According to the video footage, it is clear that during the group meeting, Jason shared encouraging news with the members. He conveyed that a scientist who has Harvard credentials has verified the data and is fully equipped to contribute to saving the planet. This positive development indicates a promising trajectory for the project's success in the near future. For analysis of the incident, the positive energy in the room is contagious, and even in the face of challenge, the college remained optimistic and focused on finding solutions together. This scene reflects the strength of the team's bond and the mutual respect they have for each other, creating a positive and uplifting moment in the workplace. My recommendation is we need to acknowledge and appreciate college contributions and achievements. Regular recognition boosts morale and encourages a positive atmosphere. Besides, celebrate team and individual success, both big and small. This will create a sense of accomplishment and reinforce a positive culture. In summary, within this scene, there are noteworthy positive among colleagues that we can glean valuable lessons from. First of all, encouraging open communication helps colleagues share information transparently and effectively. This creates a collaborative and well-informed work environment. Besides, valuing and respecting each other's contributions create a positive and collaborative atmosphere among colleagues. Lastly, a culture of support makes it easy for colleagues to help each other and work together comfortably. Thank you very much everyone. That's all from our group. Have a great day and Assalamualaikum.